Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I want to welcome Scott Peterson, who's the Chief Revenue Officer at Nitel, a Chicago-based network as a service organization and the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Scott joined Nitel earlier this year, bringing extensive executive experience running sales organizations at Extreme Networks, Mitel, and Verizon. At Nitel, not only is Scott leading their channel-only sales organization, but also he's leading a customer success group that recently won a Stevie Award for Customer Service Team of the Year. Scott, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Steve, I can't thank you enough for having me. Happy to be here.
Well, I'm a little nervous. I mean, you're a big dog, man. You've got a great career and a great reputation. Let's talk about why you joined Nitel in January. What attracted you to Nitel?
Yeah, a couple of things were really important to me. First of all, it was easy to come home to telecom. Yeah, I really did cut my teeth in IT and IT sales at Quest and Verizon. And so I have a long understanding of both the complexities and the necessities of what we in the provider space do. And so that was very comfortable. But more importantly than that, it's the culture that's been built around where Nitel, not just where Nitel is today, but where it's going. And that all starts with Margie Shaw. Margie's an exceptional leader. Not only does she create an attitude and an environment where everybody's voice matters, everyone looks out for the customers first and foremost, but also one with great respect. And you throw that in with a little bit of laughter, and what a great spot to be.
Yeah, Margie is a powerhouse. I had her on last week, and she really gets it, man. She's a great leader. I mean, look around the team at Nitel. I mean, this is like the dream team going back to the old basketball Olympic days, man. You guys have really done some incredible things. Now,
Yep.
You mentioned customer service. Now, Nitel really has made a name for itself as leaders in the customer experience. What is it? I mean, a lot of people say that, but you guys really do. What do you do that sets yourself apart in that area?
Yeah, we're doing a couple of things now, and we've got even bigger plans going forward. We recognize that a lot of the services we provide, can be very similar to what other providers bring to the table. We are very comfortable that our core offerings are commodities, but we also recognize that the opportunity then is to differentiate what we do by making sure that our partners and our customers have a fantastic experience. That starts with being very responsive and clear upfront in a deal process. You mentioned that we're channel only. We will be and remain channel only forever. So there's never going to be a direct team selling against our channel partners. Just as importantly, we find when new partners discover Nitel, oftentimes there's a small opportunity that they just want to test us, just see how their customers will go through the experience. And so what we've done is we've put a lot of time and energy into our processes that take us from order to activation in a very seamless, over-communicative way, right? We want to make sure the customer understands what sites are coming up on what date. If there are any roadblocks, what are they? How are we fixing them? When do we expect resolution? And then that leads us into a very natural evolution of once a customer is active with us, whether it's our NOC team or our care teams, focusing on, over communicating with the customer. We narrow our assignments by partner. So our partners who bring us a collection of customers only have one or two engineers to deal with at any point in time. They know who is sort of their Nitel go-to. We think that all of those things today create a differentiator. We've got some more ideas on how we can make that even more efficient and seamless for our partners and customers going forward. But we're winning largely because of this experience and less on our price versus somebody else's.
Yeah, that's great. You hit the nail on the head, man. That's a great vision and a great explanation. I mean, and it sounds simple to just communicate, but it's so rare that providers do offer a seamless, proactive communication model. What are you going to do to strengthen that and make that even better in the future?
One of the things that we do, and based on where we sit, and as we look across the topology of our customers' networks, not just in terms of core connectivity, but their SD-WAN appliances and the other telemetry that's happening in a customer's network, is, we see a massive amount of information that can almost be overwhelming to customers and network administrators, particularly when they're looking not just for what's broken today, but what risks do I have? What signals should I be picking up for future events? And because, if we can proactively plan for and resolve those situations without an outage or a gap, all the better. So we're developing some of our own offerings. So another, not the Nitel that you're used to, we're developing with our own IP offerings that we'll introduce later this year that will allow customers and partners to pull all of that telemetry together, use machine learning and use AI to not just read the news, but also predict what events might become vulnerabilities for our customers going forward. So we've started with the foundation, what you and I grew up with, in terms of here's the status of your ticket, and here's how we're going to resolve it for you, and here's what we're doing to make sure that partner XYZ does what she or he says they're going to do. But we think the power comes in our ability to be more proactive, see patterns, and then look ahead going forward. We are expecting that to really catapult us ahead in the back half of the year.
That's exciting. I mean, you're already pretty far ahead, and that having that come in the second part of the year with machine learning and all that, that's pretty exciting. Yep. Well, Scott, I know you're a good man. You've got a great career. I know you're a positive human being. I'm just going to ask you this: what are you grateful for?
Steve, thank you for that. And I spend a lot of time thinking about gratitude. And for anyone who follows me on LinkedIn or other social platforms, know I talk a lot about gratitude. The trite answer, but also the fullest answer, is everything. I've been through some difficult situations like we all have in life. I lost my spouse a few years ago to a long battle with cancer, and now I'm the proud dad, single dad of 4 kids. And I wake up every day eternally grateful for the opportunity to see life through their eyes, to experience technology that's always evolving, and to work with the teams of people that are in our channel community, because I find that most people that we get to work with day in and day out are extremely positive. They want to do what's right for the customers. They want to go out and win. And in my experience, if I turn a situation that feels like it could be painful or could be a roadblock, there's always an opportunity to be grateful for the opportunity to just to be in that spot, right? There's an old Billie Jean King quote that says, pressure is a privilege. Well, that's spot on. And so when I'm facing, whether it's a difficult circumstance with one of the kids, or we've got a deal that's gone sideways, or we're trying to navigate all the things that we're trying to change at Nitel, when I start to feel frustration building, I intentionally will pause and say to myself, thank God that I get to be right here, right now, because this is exactly what I want to do. I'm just so lucky to be here. I consider myself one of the luckiest people on the planet, and I'm thrilled to get to work with you and with everyone around this great channel organization every day.
That sounds great. Sounds like the Lou Gehrig line in the old black and white movie, But that's great, man.
I just need to work on my reverb.
Yeah. No, that was great, man. Thank you for that answer. Thanks for being personal and transparent. I appreciate it, and I agree with you 1,000%, man. When I was running sales organizations and stuff, and somebody wasn't at quota, I'm like, nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I want to be mediocre today. Everybody wants to do better. Let's enable them to do better. Anyway, we can write a book about that. Probably can. Yep. Anyway, Scott, thanks for carving out time out of your very busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate all you do.
Thanks for watching, everybody.